Good morning, I am Nick Batista, and the big story today will be all the heat that will be building up across the United States. Let's take a look here at our big national map. We'll start off in New York, 83 degrees. And as we make our way towards the west, you'll see those temperatures pretty much stick around the mid to upper 80s to even lower 90s. Look at Phoenix, 107. They're just baking down there in the southwest. And for the northern Rockies, Billings, 94 degrees. So we'll be experiencing that kind of heat. Let's take a look outside right now and see where we are. 69 degrees for Denver. 40s and 50s in the mountains, so a little cooler up there by Leadville and the mountain areas. And for today, we're going to see that heat building in along the Front Range and the metro area. We're going to be in the lower 90s. Take a look at the mountains and the high country there. Just spectacular today. Lower 70s. Grand Junction, a little warmer out there on the western slope. They're going to be approaching triple-digit heat. And the reason for this is that big high that we're sitting under. As you can see here, these storms just pushing on off towards the east, and we're just left with border-to-border sunshine. It's going to be great out there today. Let's take a look now at CBS 4. The forecast for the high is 95. We're going to have sunny skies. It's going to be hotter than yesterday, and we have an ozone warning in effect with a west wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour today. As we take a look here at our 5-day, we're going to stick with that heat until Thursday and try to cool you off for the weekend. Look at Sunday, mid-70s with only a 30% chance of storms. Good morning, I am Nick Batista. Let's take a look here at a U-Report. This is our U-Reporter Heidi from Castle Rock. And look at those towering cumulus clouds. Great shot of the sunset last night. There were just some vibrant colors out there as the sun set over on the western slope there. The last 12 hours, let's take a look at this radar, and you can see those big storms just pushing on off towards the east. These were some heavy rain and heavy hail producers, high winds, and these storms are now moving on off towards the eastern plains as we speak. And for today, I believe there's going to be a severe thunderstorm possibility, very high chance along that southeastern parts of the state, kind of the same situation as yesterday with all that daytime heating. You get that hot air rising and the possibility for severe storms to develop. For our area, though, I believe that the storms will mostly be scattered throughout the Denver metro and along the Front Range areas. Let's take a look here at our current temperatures. Denver is 62 right now. Cool spot in Leadville, 39. Mostly 30s and 40s in the mountains, so a little cooler up there. And currently, as we take a look closer in here, Fort Collins, we have 55. Boulder, 61. So mostly 50s and 60s along the Front Range. Let's take a look here at our national map, and you can see that all that heat just building up in the southwestern parts of the country here. 108 in Phoenix, as well as Dallas, Texas, 99. You can just see them baking out there in the southern regions of the United States. And for our area, I believe the highs will get to the lower 90s today, so we will experience some of that heat as well. And let's take a look at our radar here. You can see those storms just pushing on off towards Tulsa, Oklahoma, and southern Arkansas right now. So they're experiencing the weather that we just had with the high winds and the hail and the heavy rain. And I think for today, as we take a look at our futurecast, there is a possibility for that same situation to develop in southeastern parts of our state as you get that daytime heating as the sun bakes down, and just those storms just pretty much brew up as the day goes on. And for today, along the Front Range, 80s and lower 90s, very pleasant in the mountains, 70s and lower 80s, and a little warmer on the western slope there, 96 in Grand Junction. And for today in Denver at CBS 4, we have a high forecast of 91, partly cloudy. A few storms may develop, but we are under that ridge of high, so I believe we will clear on out for tonight with a very comfortable readings in the 60s. As we take a look at our 5-day here, Tuesday starting off 10% chance today, like I said, and for the rest of the week, lower 90s, and for the weekend, we're looking pretty good. 86 on Saturday with a 20% chance of storms. Good morning, I am Nick Batista. Let's take a look here at our last 12 hours. As you can see on this radar and satellite loop, we do have some strong storms that we're developing over the overnight hours just south of Denver and to Colorado Springs as those showers and thunderstorms move off onto the eastern plains there. A lot of moisture funneling in around that high with a clockwise flow. Now for today, we will be starting off mostly cloudy around the metro area at 9 a.m. A little mild for these early morning temperatures, 72 at 9 a.m. and can't rule out a chance for a late day thunderstorm later in the afternoon as we do approach those highs into the lower 90s around 4 p.m. And for tonight, we're not cooling off that much. We're only going to be in the upper 70s. So that's pretty mild for some nighttime temperatures to be going into the evening here. All right, let's take a look here at the last 24 hours on the big national map here. Do have some storms moving off onto the eastern plains, and you can see there's more storms moving off the coast there in New England. And we are under a ridge of high pressure, and you can see that ridge pretty much moving from starting off in California, moving across Utah and through our area, and moving off onto the eastern plains. Currently, let's look at these temperatures here. Denver right now at 70 degrees, Colorado Springs 60. There's a cool spot at Leadville, 46. Mostly 50s and 60s in the mountains, 70s out on the western slope right now in Grand Junction. Let's take a look here at the radar, and as you can see, those big storms moving off to the east. And we're going to be under this influence of the high, but as that high moves across the state, there is a chance for that high to bring in some of that moisture from the south and pretty much pop up those afternoon thunderstorms. And on the western slope lately, it's been very dry and hot, so the National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning for today into Friday. You have all these afternoon thunderstorms popping up, so there's a good chance, a couple lightning strikes and all that dry fuel out there on the western slope could spark a couple wildfires. So they do have the red flag warning in effect. Futurecast starting, this is pretty much going to take us from 9 a.m. today through the afternoon into the evening hours. As you can see, I have here some showers building up in the mountains as the day goes on. These storms will actually become a little stronger. I think north of us, northeast Colorado, typically see some stronger storms develop throughout the day, so can't rule out a chance for an isolated thunderstorm for our area today. And for today on the Front Range, Denver 92, Colorado Springs 88, Lamar sitting at 95 on the eastern plains there, a little warmer. 70s and 80s for the mountains, and a little warmer out west on the western slope there at Grand Junction. As I was saying, for today, 93 Denver, DIA, a little cooler at 92. Can't rule out the chance for isolated showers this afternoon. I'm going to have a little sprinkle as well this morning, so we will reach that high of 93 degrees, more summer-like. And for tonight, we're not going to get that cool. We're going to drop down to 64. Showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy late. We do have that southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so we are funneling in that southerly flow with the temperatures and the moisture coming in. For the look at the 5-day here, we're going to start off on Thursday today with a 20% chance of showers, 92 degrees. We're going to try to dry out for you tomorrow, only a 10% chance of showers, 93 degrees tomorrow. And to start your work week on Monday, we're going to stay in the looks like upper 80s with just a 10% isolated chance of storms.
Now in high definition, this is CBS 4 News. Get the whole story.
Good morning, I am Nick Batista. Some stormy weather we had recently over the overnight hours. Let's take a look here at our city cam, actually, looking out west. We do have some of those clouds streaming in to our area as of right now. And as we take a look here at our last 12 hours, you can see those strong storms pushing off towards the east. We are under that influence of the high still, but that high is pushing off towards the east as well. And we do have some storms funneling in for this afternoon. Can't rule out a late day thunderstorm. We're going to get up to about 91 degrees today with lows around 78 degrees for tonight.
Cleanup efforts are underway for some business owners in the lee of the Rockies. They are assessing damage created by a small tornado. The strong winds associated with the funnel cloud stripped tiling from roofs while golf ball-sized hail shattered car windows. The awesome power of even a weak tornado is creating a sense of excitement.
Trees snapping, we could see out of windows. Large hailstones coming down. We were seeing windows break. The cars in the parking lot, the windows were shattered.
A thunderstorm that begins to rotate and pick up debris is a classic example of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico meeting up with cool, dry air off the Rockies. All that built-up energy within a storm is violently released. With the atmosphere favorable for tornadic activity, the risk of spawning a tornado was high. Some employees felt the need to get a closer look.
Started filming across the parking lot over there and watching the funnel cloud come closer and closer.
A cell phone camera dramatically records employees rushing inside towards safety. They are preparing themselves for a direct hit from the tornado.